Now that I have eaten all your friends, it's time for you to float too.
You don't frighten me anymore, you demonic creature! Hey everybody! How's everything going? Welcome to Custom Toys EC, a series of videos where I'm gonna talk about all the freaky stuff that all we freakies love. Today, I want to show you the first of the complete wave of figures for the movie Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves from Hasbro. This character is Doric, and I want to tell you something interesting about this movie. I know the game Dungeons & Dragons, but I never played it, although I have a lot of friends that do. But it caught my attention that the new movie was being developed, but I never watched it because of the hype at the moment. I wanted to wait a bit. But once I saw it at the end of 2023, I really loved the movie. Here's the only accessory that comes with the figure, and it's this sort of armor with feathers and a piece of cloth that the character wears at the end of the movie, when the main characters are rewarded for what they did to help the town. And to be honest, Doric character was my favorite of the movie, and honestly this action figure is quite good, but I don't like it 100%. It's very dull. I mean, the colors are not accurate. I like they sculpted the slingshot and it's movable. I love the detail. She also has her tail and it's removable. And the articulation of the whole figure is very stable. And I don't have to do all the process that I always do when it comes with articulations for the figures. And I already can tell exactly what do I have to do with the figure. I need to fix her face totally. The sculpt is a little bit off. The cheeks are way too round. She doesn't look like the real actress, and the colors of the shoulder pads, the boots, and some detail over the gauntlets, so there's a lot to do. Stay with me. First, I start by removing all the paint of the eyebrows and the lips. That is the first problem that I see on the figure. I use a bit of polyurethane thinner for it. She looks very weird now. I am painting new eyebrows. And she's starting to look more accurate. And voila! I also added eyelashes because the eyes were too open in my opinion. The lips are well painted now, and I also did something to her face. I couldn't show you that on camera, but I sanded the cheeks and the jaw to make her look a little bit more like Sofia Lillis. And obviously you can see the wash that I added to all the hair. And also now with metallic orange on the top. I also moved the horns up and painted them in a more of a bone color. And now I start adding all the dark wash to show all the details of the sculpt. If you want to try this, remember to cover every little sculpted detail. That's the only way it will be more noticeable. And while I'm doing this, I want to know your opinion on the movie. I heard very nice critics, but personally, I love the movie. I watched it like 20 times in a row just because. It was too nice. It was based on an adventure in the same as the ones that you are in when you play Dungeons and Dragons, so for me, the movie was perfect. And as I said before, Doric, my favorite character. I just loved her attitude towards every hard situation and how brave she is. And sure, not to mention that her ability as a druid is to transform in any animal that she wants. Now tell me, did you like the movie? And which character did you like the most? I meant it when I said cover every sculpted detail. Maybe I will have to repeat this process after I paint the boots, but it doesn't matter. This gives it more depth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. With just a little bit more detail, the figure looks more professional in a way. Now, the boots and also some parts of the belt are not green, so I have to change those colors. Same as those shoulder pads. The detail wasn't enough. I need to paint those pieces to make them look more accurate. But first, I saw all this detail on her chest piece that imitates the shapes of leaves. This will be a very laborious work. For the same tone, I add all this intricate detail on the gauntlets. This is very hard to do. For keeping that tone, I had to use 3 layers of paint. And the first layer, as you can see, was blue, so we can give it a cold tone on the green. Now with this sienna color, I apply the paint very gently. I apply the same tone on the belt. As you can see, this one's the 3rd layer. If you want any commission work, please contact us on Instagram as customtoys_EC. And lastly, the boots. I use the same tone, but with a little bit of magenta. And with this one, I just cover all of the surface. I'm applying a new dark wash afterwards, so don't worry. The boots look perfect now, in combination with the belt and the shoulder pads. Now this figure looks way better than before. I'm very glad I did this. What do you think? Just take note that the figure looks way similar. The same we saw in the movie. And I am not touching the tail, I really love that tone. And finally, I also did some touches to the shoulder pads on the ceremony scene. And now that you can see the before and after, please tell me your opinions. At first, the figure looked very dull. And her face was very weird. I really believe Hasbro knocked it out of the park with this figure. And with all the collection actually. They're very nice and poseable, and they look just like their real counterparts. I hope you enjoyed this video, if you reached this far. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And also, if you want to send any collaboration to the work that we do on this channel, please hit the super thanks button so you can help us and so we can keep entertaining you with all this amazing content. Stay tuned for the rest of the wave of these amazing figures. See you on the next video. Goodbye.